with the Mideast crisis. Israeli warplanes struck dozens of targets in the Gaza Strip and 3 people were reported killed there, while Palestinian militants from the territory fired scores of rockets into Israel in a fierce burst of violence overnight and into Thursday morning. The flare-up comes as Egypt is trying to broker a long-term ceasefire between the two sides. According to the Gaza Health Ministry, at least 3 Palestinians died, a pregnant woman, her 1-year-old daughter, and a Hamas militant. On the Israeli side, at least 7 people were wounded. On to Sanaa's crisis, an airstrike by the Saudi-led coalition fighting Shiite rebels hit a bus in a market in northern Yemen on Thursday, killing at least 20 people, including children, and wounding as many as 35. According to Yemeni elders, the attack took place in the Dahyan market in Sada province, as the bus was ferrying local civilians, including many school children. Meanwhile, the Saudi-led coalition said it targeted the rebels known as Houthis, who had fired a missile at the kingdom's south the previous day, killing 1 person. On the other side of the world, new sanctions against Russia will be imposed later this month for illegally using a chemical weapon in an attempted assassination of a former spy and his daughter in Britain earlier this year. The State Department said on Wednesday the U.S. made the determination this week that Russia had used the Novichok nerve agent to poison Sergei Skripal and his daughter Yulia, and that sanctions would follow. On the other hand, Russian Foreign Ministry spokeswoman said on Thursday that Moscow was starting to work on retaliatory measures after the United States announced a new round of sanctions against Moscow. The spokeswoman said that no evidence had been presented to prove Russia's blame and that the pretext for the new round of sanctions had been made up. On another side, the Indonesian island of Lombok was shaken by a 3rd big earthquake in little more than a week on Thursday, as the official death toll from the most powerful of the quakes topped 300. The strong aftershock, measured at magnitude 5.9, caused panic, damaged buildings, landslides, and injuries. It was centered in the northwest of the island and didn't have the potential to cause a tsunami, according to Indonesia's geological agency. From another aspect, Indonesia's top security minister said that the death toll from Sunday's magnitude 7 quake had risen to 319. And finally, economic news. Global stock markets were mixed on Thursday, with European stocks trading lower after Chinese markets finished with sharp gains. Britain's FTSE 100 fell 0.7% to 7,721, while Germany's DAX dipped 0.4% to 12,585. France CAC 40 declined 0.4% to 5,478. Futures augured a tepid start on Wall Street. S&P futures were flat, while Dow futures edged down less than 0.1%. In Asia, Chinese stocks rallied, but other markets in Asia finished mixed. The Shanghai Composite Index jumped 1.8% to 794.38, while Japan's Nikkei 225 slipped 0.2% to 22,598.39.